Alrighty, welcome to the PSBS as a PlayStation Blizzard podcast. I'm your host, Co T. PS and Body Coach here is
Andrew Arenas double is.
Yes, we're back with another episode 104.
104. Woo!
104. We're getting there. We're getting to 111. We're almost there.
What about 111? For Fallout again.
For what?
For Fallout? Or what's so special about 111?
I think 111 was Fallout 4, right? That was the vault in Fallout 4?
Yes. Unless, you play Fallout 4 more than I did. So,
Fallout 101 was for, Fallout 3. 111, I think, was for Fallout 4, and I don't know if there was even a vault in New Vegas.
Do you want to just get to the point where, like, we just become really disfigured and we go through the plastic surgery and we can just say, like, hey, we're from Fallout New Vegas now? Because that's where your character was from, right? Like, he got badly injured or something like that?
Yeah, something like that. It's been so long since I played New Vegas. I don't know.
Interesting story. I know my brother got so excited when I told him, like, I showed him that I got an Xbox. He's all like, oh, why'd you get an Xbox? I'm like, here, I'm going to show you a game called PUBG. And then he's like, he played a round or two of it. And I kid you not, the second round, he got so close, he got number 2.
Mm.
In the top 100. And then he got hooked on the game ever since. But ever since I told him that Fallout New Vegas was backwards compatible, he's all over it. So
yeah, my brother went out and bought a new copy of New Vegas for Xbox. And he started playing for a little bit.
Yeah, they put that new Xbox case on it, for an Xbox One.
Yeah. Oh, we get that Black Panther Xbox.
Ooh,
you gotta win. You gotta win that one.
You know, it would go straight to eBay for me, but I mean, that's cool and all. I mean, I love me some Black Panther, or I could just put it in a museum and then somebody's gonna try and steal it. Is it actually made out of vibranium?
Oh, you can use it as a Captain America shield. You can take your Xbox, chunk it across the room. It's gonna bounce off walls and shit.
It'll never break,
and it will never break
because all of the internals are even made out of vibranium too.
Yep.
Vibranium enhanced games.
Oh, God.
We're talking about Xbox here. This is PlayStation.
That's what Microsoft's going to do. They're going to come on stage for E3 to be like, our new improved Xbox made out of 100% vibranium with our partnership with the Wakanda. And it's like, what?
With the Wakanda?
Wakanda has opened themselves up to the world, so we're taking the vibranium, we're making the first 100% vibranium electronic home product, the Xbox One X Black Panther Edition.
And it costs 11000000000. Nobody can afford it.
Pre-order now.
That's your local GameStop.
Local GameStop.
It makes sure you're able to put on a down payment.
Your down payment and everything, man.
For $380 a month for the rest of your life.
Refer a friend, refer 3 friends, you get a discount or something.
Oh God, please! Never mind. You never mind.
Anyway, yeah. Let's get into some news stuff.
That's not an Xbox.
That's not Xbox related. But, so here's a weird news thing I saw last week that I didn't see covered a whole lot of places, but I want to bring it up because it's just so weird to me.
Okay, so it might be weird to me too, and I might not know what it is. What is it?
Grand Theft Auto 4 got an update this past, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto 4 got an update and actually took away a large portion of the music library.
Oh, those licenses are gone.
Yeah, it says change went live yesterday, and there's a whole list of songs that were removed from various stations. Different FM stations. A lot of stations were taken from the Liberty Rock station, Journey station, Liberty City Vibe, blah blah blah, and it's a lot. You keep scrolling through, and a lot of songs were removed from the game.
Dang.
And they were replaced with some other songs, though. Not any big name stuff, just kind of filler to kind of replace it.
Yeah.
But this is so weird to me, because it's not. I've never seen this happen before, where a license expired in a game to the point where they had to update it like this. Because it doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me. I feel like. I don't know how it all works, but I just feel like the license they had should have been for the duration of that game's existence, right?
Right. I mean, it's they can't update the ones with Grand Theft Auto 3, even though I didn't have that much licensed music at the time. But and then Vice City, and then San Andreas. So it's like you can't take those out of those games, right?
Yeah, because they just
So,
exist. And like I would
well,
understand.
there were certain songs in San Andreas as time went on to other releases that the mobile version can have certain songs
Yeah,
and
but that I
all
understand. Like
that.
I understand if this was a re-release, like if they were like re-releasing Grand Theft Auto 4 for PS4 or whatever. Like I would understand that because the original license agreement is this song exists in this version of the game for this platform. So like if you did re-release it for a whole new system, then you have to renegotiate the license because obviously when they made that license, they didn't think, oh, there's going to be a PS4 one day. No, there's not, and then they just keeping the PS3. It's the same thing that happened a few months ago, like I reported with Burnout Remaster, because it was all on a new platform. They had to relicense all the songs,
Yes, they
to
did.
get it on there, and they did. They re-licensed all the songs. All the songs are there, and that's what I understand. Like I understand if it's on a new platform, but it isn't. This is the same game you played 10 years ago on the same platform, same thing, and now they just take the songs out because they can, and that's just really weird to me. But I guess that is somewhat the nature of the business. I mean, we just don't, it's games are the one thing you can constantly change, even years later. You can download updates and change it. Like you can't. Well, I mean, you can go change a movie, but just like through re-releases and shit. I mean, like,
George
but like,
Lucas.
yeah, but like, it's not like let's say you own an original version of Star Wars on DVD and you pop in your DVD player and then it updates to the special edition.
Oh God! Oh, don't give him any ideas. What the? All right, all right.
People are unplugging their Ethernet cable so fast and turning off their routers. No, I don't want the Star Wars update.
Yeah, I don't think it. If you're going to be watching a Blu-ray on your Xbox or something, I think now you're going to want to watch it offline.
You're gonna watch all your movies offline because you don't want to get updated special edition.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, digital copies of all your movies, like on Vudu and
Yeah,
Apple and whatever place you choose to watch it, those are all on digital.
yeah,
And they
those
can
could in theory change because I mean I know it's
at
not.
will.
I know it's a little different, but like I know like on
But at least
Vudu.
they change it for the better. iTunes,
Well,
they give you the 4K upgrade and
yeah,
stuff
the
like that.
4K
But
upgrade, and sometimes the box art changes too.
yeah,
The box art's always changing on like my Vudu movies.
yeah.
So it's a
But
little
it's generally for the movie version that you had bought. So
yeah because like a lot of times they always change because they always specify what version you have. Like if you have the regular version, you have the director's cut version, you have the special edition version. Like it's not they're not. I don't think there's ever been a case where a movie just retroactively changed the version you have. You know.
nah. Yeah,
Um,
that would be very odd.
no, I just thought of another. Well, it
Ooh.
wasn't an update, but it was a re-release thing with Game of Thrones. Like if you own season 1 on Blu-ray, like if you own the original print of that on season 1, there's like a certain shot that got edited out of later re-releases and is not available on like HBO Go when you stream it.
Yeah.
So that was just an example of them changing something, but not necessarily like changing what you already have. It's not like if you pop in the Blu-ray, you'll update and take that scene out.
Yep.
But yeah, I don't know. It just I guess nature of it is it's just games can be changed like that, and but it's just really weird. I just don't think that's right. I feel like it should just be like this game exists and that's
Yeah.
it.
I don't know. They probably just had no choice. I mean, probably just the licenses and these songs have just probably just ran out. It's
Yeah,
probably
no,
just,
but like
it's akin to Rock Band in a way. Even though you're entitled to when
you're
you buy
entitled
it.
to what you bought, and it's like I
Yeah,
bought
of
Grand Theft
course.
Auto as this whole package. The songs included in a way. So it's like
Yes.
to change that, and I don't know. I just don't think that's right.
Well, at least they put some new ones in, and I'm very curious about the new ones when you get geeky. Since the game takes place in 2008.
Yeah, but they took
I
out
wonder.
a shit ton of songs
Yeah,
and only
yeah.
replaced it with like 10, and they're not even like big name stuff. They just look like filler to me.
And to that, I am not very sure. I mean, it's probably not in Rockstar's interest to really get anything big for a game that's pretty old.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, yeah, obviously Rockstar could maybe fought back or maybe renew the license, but yeah, it's a 10-year-old game. They've already working on other stuff. But like I said, it's just the point is that you're changing something.
Of course.
You
Yeah.
know, like that. It's like, like I said, I don't, comparing it to movies again, same thing where it's like, oh, a movie lost the license to this song, so when I go watch this movie, that song's not going to be there anymore.
Right, right.
That's what happened with what show was it? Freaks and Geeks had that problem where obviously they made the show. There's a lot of music in that, and there's a lot of licensed song in that show, and it played on TV. There you go. They put it out on DVD. There you go. But it took so long for them to do a Blu-ray release of that because they had to, well, one, convert it to HD, and two, they had to actually relicense all the songs for the. So it's like, well, there you go. It's like we got to relicense it because it is a new format. You're putting out a new format because back then they're like, what's there was no idea of like what's a Blu-ray, you know. Kind of same thing with digital releases. Like we saw, like Star Wars took so long to come out on digital because of just the rights and who owns it and like putting it out there.
Yep.
So. I don't know. It's just weird. It's just weird distribution now that we're going to digital, like with movies and games, and kind of like, can you retroactively change something, after it's been released, like that.
Yeah, only solution you really have for getting those songs back, I guess, is just putting it on Spotify on your console and finding the playlist of,
or download
of that particular game, and then put them on yourself.
Yeah, just uninstall Grand Theft Auto 4 and just play on 1.0.
Oh yeah, that too. I mean,
don't play online.
Yeah, and then the PC version there is the custom radio station too, I believe. So, but yeah, GTA 4 has been yet to be released, and I thought maybe with the 10th anniversary of the third game when they brought it to mobile, it's like, oh, well, we're gonna get GTA 4 on mobile.
It's got different songs on it.
Yeah, it will have different songs on it. And the game has already passed its 10th anniversary because it came out like in April of 2008.
Yeah, April 2008. So
yeah, which was a very interesting time for Rockstar to release the game. But hey, they put them out very methodically now. Now it's going to come out later in the fall with Red Dead 2. Or is it? Oh! No, but they remind us every day that game's coming out October 26th. They can't miss it, right?
Don't worry, guys. It's coming. It's coming.
I know, there's like concerned people. They're like, "Is it really gonna come out?"
Are they gonna put it out, is it gonna come out like the same day as like Westworld 2's 4K Blu-ray or something?
Maybe. But it took a while for Westworld Season 1 to come out on Blu-ray.
That's what I'm trying to think. If there's enough time to where those two things can come out like the same time.
I don't think so, unfortunately.
Dang it.
We already got the renewal.
Yeah. I know. I keep talking about it on the show. I want some crossover thing with Westworld and Red Dead, and that's just not happening yet. There's been no acknowledgement between either things of the other one.
I mean, come on, we got a crossover of Fortnite and Avengers, so.
Oh yeah.
I know you want your Westworld and Red Dead, but let's see if those are two pretty stubborn.
Like in Fortnite, when you play as Thanos, you get all the extra powers. So in Red Dead Online, you find the little thing and you become Dolores, and you can.
She has like really good shot.
All the power, yeah. She can like shoot faster and get like perfect aim and all that.
And you got like invulnerability. Like it doesn't matter if you get shot. You're
you get shot
all
a couple
right.
times. You keep going.
Yeah, and then you freak people out. And you're like, what the? You get headshots, like, and your gun's really good too. Like, it seems like it has unlimited ammo, but it doesn't.
Yeah. Oh. See, Westworld actually does want me to play Red Dead 2 now. Like now.
There you go. Yeah, right. There you go.
But that's the thing. The Westworld's gonna be done in probably like a month or so, and it's gonna be like now there's gonna be that big gap where like now the hype's gonna be gone. I'm like, am I gonna want to play Red Dead 2 by then?
I guess so. It's akin to like when I wanted to play Watch Dogs 2 after watching Mr. Robot. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
Similar aspects, but definitely not the same kind of themes or tone, but I at least wanted to play it. But I think generally after I watch a Westworld season, it sticks with me and I want to play it. So I don't know.
Yeah, because that's all I'm going to think about when I play Red Dead 2 is just I'm going to play it like I'm playing Westworld.
I mean, I'm gonna play like William probably. So I'm gonna make my. I mean, I don't know. I'll probably want to make a Dolores character because odds are in the online version.
Are you gonna say it when the crowd of AIs just kind of fails you?
Yes, yeah. Fuck you, Robert. I went back and watched that scene because because Ed Harris gives a really good. He curses really good, so better than any of the other characters in the show. So like, when you have all the hosts, they kill themselves. Who cares for the spoilers? And yeah, he kills that one guy or whatever. He shoots him. The guy shoots himself, and then he shoots him again. He's like, "Fuck you, Robert." Shoots him a bunch of times. That's what I want to do with a guy. Hopefully, Red Dead 2, when you kill somebody, they crawl on the ground a little bit, and then like just be like, "Fuck you, Robert." That'll make me feel so good. We'll do it, man. Let it come October and see if we're getting when the game's coming out, because like, I have a little bit of wariness, and some people do too, and understandably. But Rockstar really laying it down, promoting it every single day that the game's coming out. So fingers crossed. But I don't know. I mean, do we have anything to speak of in Red Dead 2? Because all the other outlets have seen the game in action, but have provided written and spoken impressions that people can easily go watch online. Because obviously we didn't play it, so like, what's
yeah, and we lost our.
What much is there to say? Reading, I actually had read IGN's and Game Informer's impressions. The game sounds fantastic, and it's that kind of allusion to like, oh, I'm not playing this, kind of similar to how the press was able to see GTA back in like 2013, and I hope that the game finds the happy medium of being too complex or too simple. It's got to be that happy medium. Hopefully, it's sounding like a lot of the things in Red Dead Redemption 2 are to, instead of giving you a grander world, instead of giving it gives the player more of a sense of consequence for all the actions that you partake in the game, and it wants to make the game feel less like a game instead of like really truly like that cowboy simulation, kind of like Westworld. Yeah. So you get to see the person that you really are. Mm-hmm. So that sounds exciting to me. So just giving a whole lot of details into the actions that you're doing in the game, and that's what's drawing me most to Red Dead Redemption 2. So not necessarily size, because over the past few years we've gotten huge open world games that have given us so much, but in return we just kind of get stuck doing the same things over and over again. Looking at you, Ubisoft. So with Red Dead Redemption's goal of giving you perhaps a smaller world, but in turn you get more freedom and more choices and more things to do. That sounds pretty awesome to me, and I would take that any day of the week over a game that just is kind of filled with filler and things like that. I mean, kind of in a way like how Witcher 3 is. I mean, granted, Witcher 3 you're given a lot of it's not repetitive quests, but you're given a lot of stuff to do. But throughout, when you play the game, your actions mean something in that game too. So that's what it kind of reminded me a little bit of as I was reading it from the stuff that I have seen of The Witcher. But will it be of Witcher size? Probably not. We'll have to wait and see on that. But does it really matter? No. People are going to buy the game regardless, so I'm very excited. And game graphically looks fantastic. And there's been a lot of debate of what it was running on, and I think people have assumed that it's on a base PlayStation 4, which is crazy, but I don't know if that's 100% positive. So I would take that with a grain of salt. But if that is the case, then man, Xbox One X enhanced, better watch out. And PS4 Pro, but I mean Xbox One X is more powerful, so I don't know if Rockstar is gonna take advantage of that hardware specifically. I mean, I'm sure they will with PS4 Pro, but I don't know with the Xbox One X. Yeah, if they're gonna do anything with that.
We shall see. But yeah, that's a little Red Dead overlook.
Yeah, I know there's been like whole podcasts and people talking about Red Dead, but like here we're just talking about it for like 5 minutes. But it's justifiable. Yeah, the game's coming out October 26th. It's at a reasonable hype right now. It's good. Do I want my gameplay? Of course. And a lot of other people want their gameplay too. But I mean, reading the extensive previews gave it a good picture of the game in mind for me. So I'm fine with it. And all the fun that me and you will have online, living our Westworld fantasies, will be quite nice.
Because this world shows you who you are.
It shows you really are. And they're going to make sure to get you naked and throw you on a horse. I think you are right. I think he did not die.
No, he didn't. I explained this to you.
I know. I know. And then people in the comments, like Westworld videos, are like, "No, did he die?" And then people are like, "No, he didn't. He just no."
Because you got to bring out the whole timeline chart and explain he's not dead because he's in this scene that's after that scene.
I know. I just assumed the worst, and I just thought like, oh, okay, all right. Anyways,
Moving on.
probably don't know what we're talking about. If you don't watch Westworld, so
We haven't watched Westworld. We don't know. But anyway.
naked guy in the works.
Anyway. Since our last podcast, though, they did the formal revealing of Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Yes. Yeah, yes.
And so they did the whole revealing Shadow of the Tomb Raider, showed some gameplay and the trailer, and put out a nice fancy chart over all the different editions of this game.
Oh my god, it's like the Assassin's Creed Syndicate, or I don't remember which Assassin's Creed did that.
I think
chart.
Origins did that. I think Origins
or maybe
had a whole,
3. I think it started out with 3 with the big old chart.
Yeah, big old chart, and like so there's
Big old chart.
Big old chart. So there's a big old chart explaining all of the different versions of Tomb Raider. There is going to be a standard version, a deluxe edition, digital deluxe edition, and a Croft edition. The digital deluxe, and Croft edition will get you 48-hour early access to the game. So you get the games 2 days early.
Okay.
If you digitally pre-order it, and you get the digital edition, and you get the Croft edition. All 3 editions will come with a additional skill booster pack at launch. All 3 will come with a PS4 exclusive dynamic theme. All 3 will come with, of course, the base game. It says that here. Shadow of the Tomb Raider base game, all checked off.
I would, but you never know,
never
right?
know, man.
You never know.
I mean, there is those collector's editions you buy that don't come with the game,
Like Wolfenstein,
like
right?
Wolfenstein, yeah. And I think
Yeah,
Battlefield
Forza.
1. I think Battlefield 1 didn't come with the game. That big one with the soldier statue.
They just expect you to have EA access.
No. The digital deluxe and Croft edition will come with the soundtrack. Both versions will also come with additional weapon outfit number 2, but additional outfit weapon number 3 will only be available in the Croft edition. The Croft edition will include 7 bonus challenge rooms, including season pass. Okay, wait, let me rephrase this. The Croft edition will come with the season pass. The season pass will include 7 challenge tunes, 7 weapons, outfits, and skills, and multiple narrative side missions.
Okay.
So there you go, this little chart.
Some locked off content. Doesn't that sound great?
And then on top of all that, there is the Ultimate Edition, which will come with everything from the Croft Edition, which is the game plus season pass, and it'll include a bunch of other little things like a Lara Croft statue, a flashlight, and a bottle opener shaped like the pickaxe.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. That's cool. That's neat, man.
Oh, I can't believe I'm getting so excited over here over a pickaxe and a bottle opener. What has my life come to? Not that this is bad. Not that. Oh my God. Oh Lord, help me! If there is a God. Okay, let's just keep going.
But anyway, the crazy thing is that, like I said, when you announce your game, it comes with a chart like this. It's just not a good start.
Well, it's very silly. I mean, it's very Ubisofty, and it's just Ubisofty. That way I've gotten soft. It's whatever. I'm not a fan of log content, and this is clearly just some log content under a paywall, and it's not great. I mean, granted, this will probably come to us later on.
Yeah, like all this is like the season pass. Basically, all you're
it's
getting.
All time stuff. Yeah, it's season pass stuff. It's like whatever. I mean, it's almost like cut the crap, but most of us are just gonna buy the standard editions anyways. But it's good for the hardcore fan or whoever wants this, and it's neat, I guess. It's neat.
Yeah. But, and then they showed the game on the chart, and they did confirm that it is, Crystal Dynamics still involved because their name's on the game, but it actually
they are, what is it, Eidos Montreal?
I think Eidos, however you say their name.
I think Eidos.
They're the lead team on the game, basically. And Crystal Dynamics is somewhat involved a little bit, but it is Eidos, the guys who did Deus Ex. They are spearheading and leading this game development, because we know Crystal Dynamics is basically all hands on that Avenger game, so that's kind of why.
Yes, which I'm very glad for. I mean, God, dude, I think it's already been past the 1-year anniversary of that announcement, right? Because it got announced last January?
Something like that. So that's what Crystal Dynamics is working on, the Avengers game, and the other guys are working on Shadow of the Tomb Raider. But this is cool, though. It's
Yeah.
just, I mean, and it is releasing on PS4 and Xbox at the same time.
There we go. What kind of ruined the Gru franchise for me, but I mean, I'll play Rise of the Tomb Raider relatively soon.
They got it on Game
So
Pass.
yeah, got on Game Pass, and yeah, I
Um,
kind of want to just play the base game. I don't want to have all the DLC installed and then open up the game and be like, oh, look at all this DLC in your
oh
face.
well,
So
no.
yeah,
Yeah,
a
because
little
actually,
overwhelmed.
actually went back and finished Rise of the Tomb Raider recently on
Oh, that's good.
on PS4 because it's a game I bought. I didn't buy it right when it came out on PS4, but I bought it like maybe a month or two afterwards, and I started playing it and I liked it, but I just put it down, never came back around to it. And then, of
Yeah,
course,
yeah.
now the third one's coming out, so I went back and finished it. Of course, I didn't get 100%, but I at least finished the main story.
Of course you
Of
didn't.
course, I did. There's just so much to it.
Tasa, what
It's
kind of Tomb Raider fan are you? Are you even gonna get this top edition here?
yeah.
Huh?
Well, it's one of those things where like I could go like finish up and find all the collectibles and stuff, but it's kind of like, what's the point? Because I'm not going to get the platinum in this game. Because like, have you ever seen the trophy list for Rise of the Tomb Raider?
I mean, it's pretty extensive. I mean, doesn't this game have like 100 trophies, some odd trophies? Or?
It has over 100 trophies with the DLC, but even just the base game, like the base trophies you need to get the platinum, I think there's like 70. So it actually is above the standard 60 just to get the platinum.
Dang. It almost reminds me of Arkham Knight's trophy list with DLC. It's like a lot.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. But no, the problem with Rise of the Tomb Raider trophy list is that it requires you to do so much. There's actually finish the story. There's get 100%. Find all the artifacts and stuff. Do all the challenges. But then there's like do like random little actions. Like kill an enemy, kill 3 enemies with 1 shotgun blast, or shoot a chicken in midair with a fire arrow. So just like little things like that. But then there's this whole section of trophies. There's like 5 trophies or more devoted to like time attack, which I don't want to do at all. Like I have no drive to do that whatsoever. To like finish the levels really fast and get the points and stuff. And then and then I only beat the game on normal difficulty. And there's a trophy for being on survival difficulty. I gotta go beat it again survival difficulty. Then I'm basically gonna have to play the whole game again a third time on time attack mode to get all those trophies. So it's just like I'm never gonna do this. I'm never gonna sit there in time attack mode. I don't want to play through again on survival mode. So I don't feel that drive to do the 100%, like get all the artifacts and stuff. Because yeah, sure, I'll get 1 or 2 trophies out of it, but still, I'm never gonna get the platinum in this. I just don't have the drive to do it. Same thing with even though I think I did though. I think with the first Tomb Raider, I got all the story trophies except for 1 that I missed because I didn't know. Was do all the conversations because I didn't know, and I don't think that game requires you to play it twice. I think you only had to play it once. I don't think there was one for the higher difficulty. But basically, I finished the whole game. I even got all the collectibles, and then I saw that trophy was like, get all the conversations, and I was like, I'm not playing this game again just to get all the conversations. And then of course there was the multiplayer, which I didn't want to play at all.
I mean, I got the platinum in the definitive edition of Tomb Raider.
Yeah. Yeah, because you sat there by yourself and grinded out that multiplayer, and I'm like, I don't want to do this.
Hey, I didn't sit by myself most of the time.
Most of the time.
I just got on a party with somebody, and we were just doing like the throwing around the artifact and just getting all the XP. I think I did it with Chief and like maybe one other person. I don't remember who I did it with, but yeah, because it was like the most tedious crap ever, and I would talk to you in a party and just like go back and forth and throw this thing around. So I guess maybe you would have rather preferred some multiplayer trophies. And all that stuff that you were saying. Oh, okay.
Basically, they substituted multiplayer trophies, which they didn't want to do. They substituted with time attack, and I had no desire to do time attack. Just like I had no desire to do the multiplayer.
And there you go.
Like you could have just cut the time attack ones out, or at least make them not part of the platinum,
Yeah.
But nope. They're there. They're part of the platinum, and I'm like, I'm not doing this.
You don't have to. Yeah.
Never, never, never. But anyway. Yeah, Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider was a game. Shadow of the Tomb Raider was leaked for a long time. We knew about it. And confirmation's coming out September 16th, September 14th if you get the deluxe editions. That is only, 1 week after Spider-Man?
Yeah, which is crazy.
So I'm like, I'm going to be playing Spider-Man, so I might have to put off on Tomb Raider like I did the last one.
Or unless you just take a little break from Spider-Man. I mean, also your wife used to play Spider-Man a lot. I mean, who am I to judge about rushing a game? But I mean, my friend Platinum God of War pretty quick in like 2.5 weeks.
I still haven't
But
finished it.
see, right? And then people out here platinuming it. Hey, can we go to one of our questions here?
Sure, let's do a question.
But I think we might let's see what Joshua asked of us. And I think we talked about this, but let's see what he asked. How upset are you guys that David Jaffe's new studio shut down? I thought we talked about this though.
I think we did, but let's just maybe reaffirm.
Or reaffirm if we're upset about it or not.
I mean, I don't want to sound mean, but should we be surprised at this point?
I mean, we talked about during the summer. Not was it during the summer? No, during the beginning of this year. Actually, we were talking about the dangers in which David Jaffe Studio was under and what they needed to do in order to get out of that pit that they were in, and it just didn't seem like that was happening. So, yeah, it is kind of like is it upsetting? Sure, but at the same time, it's like, well, they kind of had this coming, so it's just like.
I mean, that's just what we always joke about here on the show. It's just like every time David Jaffe makes a new game, it's through a new company because he sits there, makes a new company. They put out one game, then the company shuts down. Then he starts a new company, makes one game, then that company shuts down. Then he makes a new one, and it's like,
I'll give it to the man of his perseverance.
Yeah, he doesn't give up. He just keeps on going.
Or maybe he should find a new partner. I heard a certain company is eyeing for some exclusives.
But I mean, he was
successful exclusive.
I mean, it's weird because
we don't know.
Because when his company was shutting down, it was because his studio made one game, Drawn to Death, and that game went through so much hell it doesn't even come out. And then no one liked it when it came out. There's no support behind it, and he was working on another project, which he said was like an Iron Man VR tech demo thing that he had no permission from Marvel to even make. He was just making a demo of it to show to Marvel for them to approve him so he can make it. But it's one of those things where nah. But it's one of those things where they probably should have prioritized that because that could have been a big thing for them. It's Marvel. Marvel's big right now. They kind of get it on their VR.
Oh, they are.
They are? What's this Marvel you speak of? They
Is that the company that based all these Infinity War stuff?
Are you sure? Maybe. I think I heard of that movie. I think it made some money. I think it made some money last week.
I thought that was Disney.
Disney? Oh. Disney, Marvel, whatever, man. But yeah.
But it's weird because the Marvel game rights are so scattered around.
Well, that's the thing. Like Disney's not, locking the Marvel brand to any one studio like they do with Star Wars.
I think they learned their lesson from that.
Yeah. But yeah, like Disney's really spreading the Marvel license around. Where Telltale did the Guardians of the Galaxy. Square Enix is doing this Avenger game.
Interesting results.
Yeah, and then, yeah. And
boy!
No, I know what you're talking about.
I think some people know what we're talking about.
Hopefully, you know what we're talking about. We're joking about the Guardians of the Galaxy game. And then Insomniac's working on Spider-Man. So it's like
they
really spread the lights around. So it's not one of those things where Marvel's going to completely shut them out. They just need to have a good pitch, and they show it to them saying, "Yeah, we want to do Iron Man. We have this VR tech demo." And it's two things. Like you got the big thing that's Marvel, and you got the new thing that's like VR, and try to combine those two things, and it's like there you go.
Well, I saw at Comic-Con they were having that Oculus Marvel thing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the Hulk smash thing. You can fight the Hulk or something.
Well, and then people were Rocket Raccoon and other Marvel heroes.
Yeah,
too.
there's different ones. There's one that demo that was here's Hulk, one that's Rocket, one that's Thor, one that's whatever.
Yeah, it's gee, David Jaffe, it seems like you should have gone on that.
Yeah.
Or just the man just he's persevering. I'll give him that. We'll see what he does next.
He wants to work on original things too. So it's one of those things where
original stuff. We like original stuff.
Yeah, because in his mind it's probably do I want to work on this original project, Drawn to Death, or do I want to work on this Marvel IP? And it's the easy answer should be to work on the Marvel IP, but he's David Jaffe. He wants to do something original, so he's like, I'm going to do Drawn to Death. I have this really cool art style, and I want to see it, made.
But it would be neat if he could just kind of piggyback off a popular property, find success again, and then on the foundation of that success, make something new.
Exactly. You do the big name project first, then you do your original project. Once you have
because that's what I get the feeling that Insomniac's going to do.
Yeah,
like if they want to make a Sunset Overdrive 2, then maybe it'll come off the success of Spider-Man, and people will be like, "Oh, Spider-Man was so good! I want to play. Maybe I'll try out Sunset Overdrive," and then they make another one, or they make something new entirely. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's up to Insomniac to figure out, and they have had the liberty of experimenting too with VR, and they found moderate success with it. Granted, it was not all that well received, but it came and went. So, yeah, I mean, that would have been great. But I don't know if that's happening with Jaffe's case. But yeah, so there you go, Joshua. That's our answer on that.
Yep. Anyway, going back to stuff. But yeah, speaking of superhero games and stuff and IPs,
yes.
One thing I really want to know, and I hope we get an update on this soon, is what the hell is Rocksteady working on?
Well, aside from the DLC that they had a lot of for Arkham Knight, ever since the DLC has stopped, we don't know.
Yeah. But anyway, so here's where I'm going with this is that there was a very vague rumor thing that got posted.
In the swing of rumors that always Rocksteady, the Superman game, or like,
yeah. But let me just go over. Let me just go over the rumor.
What's this? Substantiate. Let's see.
Yeah, this is a very vague rumor, but we're just going to go over it just to give us a jumping off point. So anonymous poster, tipper, or whatever, put on a forum, like no sources, just post it on a forum, like whoa. Anyway, he says that Rocksteady is working on a Superman game that will take place in the Arkhamverse.
Okay.
And it will be 3 times the size of Arkham Knight as far as open world. The game will run on Unreal Engine 4, big open world. You can't play as Clark Kent. The main villain is Brainiac. You'll have semi-destructible environments. Combat system integrates flying, kind of like Dragon Ball Z. You punch someone and then zoom towards them and repeat. Set with Arkhamverse. Tons of Easter eggs, alluding to the Superman's lore and some events that took place in the Batman Arkham franchise.
Is that about it? Or
yeah, they say Rocksteady and Warner Brothers Montreal, who's the guys who did Arkham Origins, are also working on a joint multiplayer game. Hence the multiplayer hirings from Rocksteady's site. This is for a planned Justice League game down the road. They had to nail Superman first. Announcement should be incoming about a couple weeks before E3. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, this is a very vague kind of rumor, speculation of like
again with the Superman game, right? Superman like it's.
But it's just like, is this it? Like, is that just kind of just brings up the question though? Like, is Rocksteady really working on a Superman game? Whether these details are right or not, though, are they working on a Superman game?
I would kind of hope not.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know.
Like after what 3 years? Well, since Arkham Knight has come out, it was a 2015 game, right? I believe, or
yeah, 2015, that sounds right.
I don't know if I would want that to be Superman. Would be an interesting game to come back off of Arkham Knight. I know it's not the most well-received game on the planet, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I still liked Arkham Knight, and I do love the Arkham franchise as a whole. And I do, and that's the thing. Like, I really want to play whatever Rocksteady's working on next. I just don't know if I want that to be Superman, though. Like, I just don't know. How good could that be to have a Superman game?
I mean, I have faith in Rocksteady that they could actually be really fun, and I know it's a character that they want to get right in the gaming space, and clearly a lot of people have had trouble finding success in that.
It's just it's
generations ago, but
yeah, it's just always a problem. Try it again. Superman's just a hard character to adapt in all medium.
Wait, it's done right.
It's hard though to do it right though. I'm not saying he can't be done right. I'm just saying it's hard to do it right.
Yes.
Um,
It's tricky.
and it's really tricky in a video game because it's like, how do you play as Superman, right?
Invulnerable, a guy that's like basically invulnerable.
I mean, there's Injustice,
like
but that's different. You know,
fighting game.
It's a fighting game, and they have to
everybody.
balance.
No matter who you are, you get a life bar.
Yeah,
if you're
like,
freaking Jesus, you get a life bar.
You can play as any character and still defeat Superman. You know,
rooting for Jesus in Injustice 3.
Yeah, but that fighting games aside, how do you play as Superman? Because to play as a specific character, fly anywhere, have all the strength, blah blah blah. How you balance that out, and then it's one of those things too where I don't think Rocksteady would want to completely abandon their combat system too from the Arkham games, and it's just one of those things where I don't even see that working for Superman. That same type of combat system.
I don't know, but haven't people grown a little tired of it?
A little, but I mean, you can always perfect it and add a new twist to it because that's kind of what they do.
I mean, that's what, but it's almost the God of War situation in a way, a little bit.
Yeah, they could make that.
You've had multiple games of the same thing. I mean, why not do something a little different?
Yeah,
see?
I mean, Superman could
bringing that up, and what we brought up 2 episodes ago of changing things.
Change things, man.
Look, I've lately been a little embraced for change too, but I mean, I wouldn't mind some change in my video games.
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, but it's up to Rocksteady to figure out how to make Superman work, and
they're the people to do it. I think.
I guess so. And we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I don't know. I think we already talked about this because I always kind of want something still a little more in their wheelhouse, but similar. I always say it and always want it. I still want my Batman Beyond game from Rocksteady.
Maybe you will get that someday.
I want it so bad. An open world futuristic Gotham, and you can just fly around with this new bat suit, and then you get all the gadgets and stuff. This would be so good.
We had to get through the normal Batman stuff first.
I know.
But when do you think we'll even get to a point where we as the people can accept going back on Batman Beyond now? Because in many of the media forms of Batman, we always just like to try and true Bruce Wayne Batman. When are we going to ever move past that?
Well, it's not that Batman Beyond's completely gone away. Since the cartoon, the only time...
I don't know, its legacy hasn't really left on all that well.
Well, I mean, they still have the ongoing comic book series of Batman Beyond.
Yes, of course.
And the character of Terry was in, Justice League Unlimited, so that was just, another, later series that acknowledged him.
Yeah.
But beyond that, yeah,
we said it all here, guys. We're
I mean, other than that, yeah, it's always been little things in one of the Arkham games. I think it's Arkham City. There was the Batman Beyond suit you can unlock.
Yes.
In Arkham Knight, there was also a Batman Beyond suit you can unlock. So it's just a suit thing. So it's not full on the character. It's not It's not even in Injustice where you can full on play as Batman Beyond or play as Terry, and have a different move set.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think we can get to that point eventually.
I hope so.
Of the character coming forward, because I really do like Batman Beyond and the character of Terry, and kind of what he serves. But like you said, it's just hard because we still need to find the Bruce Wayne and have him defined and then move on. I
mean, we already kind of did in Batman, the Nolan trilogy.
Yeah, but no one.
So
wanted,
it's no
one wanted to make a 4th film called Batman Beyond, but
with Nolan.
Oh, that could have been Nolan's chance to make his own Blade Runner movie, right?
Yeah, because he's always so fascinated with all this sci-fi. So granted, he made Interstellar, so he got all that sci-fi.
I mean, he loves sci-fi. He loves Blade Runner, and his one thing to he didn't want to make Blade Runner 2 because it's he loves Blade Runner so much that he doesn't want to make a sequel to it.
Yeah, he was one of the many directors that were kind of scared of it.
But if he himself would have done Batman Beyond, that would have been his chance to do his own kind of spin on the futuristic Blade Runner world, and still have Batman.
Yeah. I'm convinced Nolan will come back to franchise filmmaking like that. I hope.
They're gonna do that. They're gonna do that thing where they, that thing they do with horror movies where they just ignore all the other films and let's say in 5-10 years, something like that, and Nolan comes back and says, "I'm
He
doing a
doing the
Batman
DC
Beyond movie."
movie.
Yeah, like no, I'm doing. He comes back and says, "I'm doing a Batman Beyond movie," but it is a direct sequel to like Rises or something, like Dark Knight Rises. Like,
Oh, like the continuation of his universe.
yeah, continuing his universe, and then you have Christian Bale as Old Man Batman, and
We've already had that.
yeah, man, he's older, even older Batman.
Even older. Does he need a crane walk? Like again? Does he
Yes.
get a new leg brace?
Yes, he gets so many more leg braces.
He's gonna kick the wall.
Yeah, he's gonna vaporize the wall.
Yeah, right. He kicks it. This is already an argument with me and my brother. Like, does he kick it or does he punch it?
Kicks it with his leg, and it just like
Yeah, he
does like
kicks
a
it with his
roundhouse
leg.
kick, and he just destroys that wall.
And like, it would be such a neat movie idea, but with the current state that DC's in, are you kidding me? No, that's just a dream to have Nolan come back. But that's
I just
Spielberg
picture
now,
that.
so
I just
that's
picture the shot from
Nolan.
SpongeBob of all the people at the bottom of the well, at the bottom of the canyon. They look up, Kevin, we love you, and that's Warner Brothers at the bottom staring up, Nolan, we love you.
Well, he keeps making movies for them, so it's like, I don't know.
I don't know.
I would assume one day he will like to come back to that. I mean, his movies make plenty of money already, but it's just that I would assume maybe one day he will come back to the big blockbuster filmmaking.
No.
And that would be fantastic. And my life will be full if he comes back. But anyways, this Rocksteady thing. Yeah, it's this. Like, what are they also rumored about the Suicide Squad game too? I don't know. There were all sorts of rumors that you could go find online about.
Well, the thing about the Suicide Squad, I think I don't know if it was ever 100% confirmed, but sorry, my throat got dry. The thing about Suicide Squad was like a lot of the games were leading up to that, like Arkham Origins and Arkham Origins Blackgate was really like setting up a Suicide Squad game, and supposedly Warner Brothers Montreal, the guys who did Arkham Origins and Blackgate, were developing a Suicide Squad game, but that got canceled.
It probably wasn't any good, so it's probably good. That's what I'm always going to sue for canceled games. I mean, I always like to give them the benefit of the doubt nowadays. But I guess for the ones that didn't get a chance, like Star Wars 1313, it might have been a really awesome game, right? It could have, but we didn't really get too much on it. But odds are maybe this game wasn't good either. But I don't want Rockstar to hit the block, and then their game isn't very good, and then they have to cancel, and then we have to wait like another couple of years until we get another game. You know?
Yeah.
I want another Rocksteady game. Granted, I never really pulled myself to ever even beat Arkham Knight, and I kind of still don't. But it's like I want another game. I do. Whatever else they're gonna make. If it's a Superman game, sure. I mean,
Yeah.
they'll somehow get a way for me to get excited for it. Just the concept of it, I'm just kind of like, whatever. But I do love Superman. I like the character. And I would like to see him portrayed in the medium of video games correctly. So, in that essence, then sure. I just don't know, with one of the few high-profile AAA game studios out there in the industry, if I want them to necessarily be doing that. But we'll E3 might answer. But we have a question about E3 if you want to segue into that.
Cool. Yeah, let's jump on that.
All right, coming from Zachary. Pretty simple. Are all of the E3 surprises ruined?
Oh yeah, that's that other thing I could pull up real quick. Yeah, so there was a leak today or yesterday from like Walmart.com of all places, listing a bunch of random games.
Yeah, random games.
Random games, man. Yeah, they just had a listing for a bunch of games on pre-order, and some of them we already knew about, like The Division 2. Beyond Good and Evil 2, Last of Us 2, even Final Fantasy 7 Remake was on the pre-order. You'd be waiting so long on that pre-order.
It's like that Last Guardian pre-order that guy had.
You're gonna hold on to it, but then there's a few different ones, new ones that people haven't seen, like Just Cause 4, Rage 2,
Yeah.
new Assassin's Creed. I think it just what it just said, new Assassin's Creed. Then there's Assassin's Creed, Lego DC Villains, I guess the Destiny expansion, Destiny Comet.
Good lord. It's like they It's like they let out the cat out of the bag on all of this stuff, hypothetically.
Dreams is up there for pre-order. Smash Switch.
Oh.
But yeah, so it was just like some of these we already knew about, and some of these were kind of like new, like Rage 2 or Just Cause 4, and it's like, okay, and it's like,
okay,
okay,
games,
okay,
cool.
But then like some people were, yeah, that's cool, man. But like some people were kind of jumping on this, kind of thinking that some of these games are coming out soon. Like, is Borderlands 3 coming out this year? And I'm like, well, I'll tell you this: Last of Us 2 is not coming out this year.
No, it's not.
And Last of Us 2 is a part of this. Like list of
let me let's give the reality check again. Even though like with Red Dead and all that stuff, Last of Us 2 is for sure not coming out this year, people. Like you have to stop. Like don't even have it in your mind. And just stop.
Yeah. So does that mean Borderlands 3 Just Cause 4 and all that's coming out this year? Maybe not, but I'm not banking on it.
Just Cause 4, maybe. Borderlands 3, no.
No.
It's not.
But
we talked about this off air. Borderlands 3 to hypothetically come out this year. The season is just too crowded, especially for shooters and all that. Just no.
Yeah.
Randy Pitchford or whatever, you're gonna have to move it.
Yeah, but oddly enough, the one game out of all this that's been getting the most traction lately is Rage 2. Because the thing about
Rage 2, because of that, basically the franchise has just kind of been dormant.
Yeah,
well, quote unquote franchise, if we want to call it that. But
yeah, the whole thing has been dormant. We haven't heard anything about Rage in years. And,
no.
But it's gaining more traction because the Rage Twitter, which hasn't made a tweet in since 2009, tweeted back kind of reacting to it.
Yeah.
Saying "Whoa, that box art doesn't look right," something like that. And then Bethesda put out a tweet, I think this morning, with Big Ben. It has some pink font on it.
Yeah.
Pink paint on it. And a lot of people are thinking that's also related to Rage because they also use the same pink font in the tweet that the Rage Twitter put out, responding. So it's one of those things where is Rage 2 happening? And maybe it's happening, but my response to that is why?
Yeah, that's the thing. Well, a lot of people, I don't think you're alone in that. The same here. Look, I mean, Rage came out some odd years ago, 2011, I think, or maybe 2010. The game was massively disappointing when it came out, despite its E3 prospects and graphics at the time, because it was one of Bethesda's first true bumps in graphical fidelity at that time.
Well, maybe on PC.
On consoles, the game ran interestingly well enough too.
Yeah, but I think just pure visually, maybe not performance-wise, but just pure visually, it actually was one of the best-looking games on PS3.
Yeah, because it was a true upgrade from the id Engine, especially from last generation. Yeah. It was a huge bump, and a lot of games utilize that engine. It just wasn't Rage, thank goodness. Granted, it's not as great of effect, similar to the Frostbite engine. It's which developer do you give it to?
That's the thing. That's all anybody remembers from Rage is how good that game was. That game looked really good, but it was just kind of boring and unmemorable and whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't leave much of an impact really on anybody. I shouldn't assume that, but it didn't leave much of an impact on the gaming industry as maybe most people maybe had thought.
No.
Granted, we get a lot of that E3 hype, but we're going to make sure not to get into any of that this year.
Yeah.
Not that we've been getting into that much lately. I mean, look, people were right about Witcher, right? All those years ago, right? We certainly weren't right about games like Evolve or Rage. But look where we are now.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's interesting. I would like maybe a second shot at this. I mean, Rage could have just been easily just that first game in a possible franchise that maybe wasn't the best. Had some decent ideas. Just wasn't executed all that well. Maybe that's what a sequel can do. And maybe that's what it can catapult it. I mean, sure, why not give it a chance?
But
you have assets, you have things that you can build off of.
But the weird thing about Rage is the thing about Rage is that it was kind of like that backup project because id was working on Doom 4 for PS3 and Xbox 360 for the longest time.
Yes.
And they had a version of it and it just wasn't working, so they canceled it and they kind of just fell back and said, "Well, let's just do Rage." And they kind of used it, I guess, with that same engine they were using for Doom 4. And they put out Rage and that was a big thing for Rage. Man, this looks really good on console. But then it was all these crazy things on PS4. I think on PS3 it took up 10, 20 gigs, which was crazy at the time, for one game.
Yes, it was.
And then on Xbox, it was like 3 or 4 discs or something like that on Xbox to
Yeah.
play it. And it was just like, okay, yeah, it looks really good. And then it was just one of those things too, where like it was a post-apocalyptic game, and it just came out at a time when like Borderlands was already out,
Fallout.
Fallout was already out, so it's like, okay. I mean, this game looks better than those 2 games, but it doesn't play as good as those 2 games. And
Yeah, the
I didn't
story
even,
wasn't all there
the story
either.
wasn't all there, and I didn't even finish it. And everybody's like, "Oh, the ending sucks. They end so abruptly." And then like there was already plans for Rage 2 originally, like back on PS3 era, but then they canceled Rage 2 because Rage 1 just sold so poorly. Because Rage 1, like, oh man, that game dropped in price so fast. You can get it for so cheap. And that's when I ended up getting it, was when it was so cheap, and I started playing it, and I was just like, yeah, and that was basically how I felt. Like, yeah, it looks really good, but I don't know, I just don't feel compelled to play it, and it takes up so much space on my hard drive.
Oh.
So it's like, I don't want to keep this on my hard drive, I want to delete it. And, yeah, so it's just kind of weird to think that now they're doing Rage 2, or at least coming back to Rage 2. So it kind of makes you think they obviously have to have some good idea for it, for them to come back to it.
And of course.
Now, the only thing I'm worried, though, about with Rage 2 is, like, fine, yeah, it's the sequel, you can improve it, whatever. But I don't want this to take away from it doing Doom 2. Because that was what they were teasing kind of before was Doom 2. But now it's, like, Rage 2. So, like, I just don't want Rage 2 to take away from it. Because, like, I would much rather have a Doom 2 than a Rage 2. And I don't want this Rage 2 to take away from
what's
that.
the status on the Doom? See, I thought that was already, like, confirmed, right?
It was never confirmed. It was just hinted at because, like, the one lead guys at it was like, one of the guys at Bethesda was like, I don't know what we're going to show you at E3, but we know it's going to be Hell on Earth to keep it a secret or something like that. And Hell on Earth was subtitled to Doom 2, like the original Doom 2.
I mean, you're getting a Doom 2, man. It's just, I think it might be put on hold a little bit.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, I know we're not. I know that we're never. It's not like we're never going to get a Doom 2. It's just, like I said. Like
well, that's what they said about Doom 4, right?
Yeah. But yeah, it's like you just said. I don't
History repeating itself.
I just don't want Doom 2 on hold because of Rage 2.
In a way, it is going to be. I mean, there's no way around it unless they have another team at Bethesda working on it. But
yeah, I don't know.
It's tough. It's a little tricky. I do not know.
I don't know. We'll see. But going to the original question, which was if all the surprises have been let out.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're going off this league, the only 2 things that were really kind of surprising, as far as like we didn't really know about, was like Just Cause 4 and Rage 2. Like a lot of this we already knew. We already knew Last of Us 2. We already knew, about Borderlands 3, how it was in some form of development, and this and that. So it's one of those things where these aren't too surprising, except for those 2. And then Rage 2 is getting a lot of the attention right now, so that looks like it's going to happen. Between now and E3 is going to get formally announced and all that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, there could still be some surprises. Because even though, I mean, a lot of this you can assume. Like, I think another thing here was like Splinter Cell. Like a Splinter Cell was for pre-order, and it's the same thing where it's like it's kind of like there's gonna be a new Splinter Cell, but we don't know what it will be. So it's like you still get that surprise of like, oh, this is the new Splinter Cell. This is what it's gonna be. Or, when we get to see Rage 2, it's like, yeah, okay, so confirmed. This is what Rage 2 is. And
we'll get our 15-minute gameplay demo of it at Ubisoft.
Yeah.
Conference, and then it's not coming out till 2023. Oh! Let's be real here.
No,
but what was more surprising? The Lego Villains game, DC Villains?
Yeah,
what?
this was another one that was actually already leaked out or rumored before this one. Was that because I think you said this like 2 weeks ago. You said like I said that Incredibles 2 was coming out in the summer, and you're like, oh, what's gonna be the fall game? Because they put one out in the summer, one in the fall.
Yes, that's typically how freaking TT Games
Games does it. Yeah, this has been rumored. Yeah, basically their next Lego game is going to be a Lego DC Villains game where you play through the story as the perspective of the DC villains.
Oh, okay, that's neat.
It's neat, we'll see.
Oh, my enthusiasm!
I mean, they couldn't call it Lego Suicide Squad, so...
No, they couldn't. That's why they call it the squad. But
we're just gonna call it Lego DC Villains, and then you'll play.
I mean, you could already kind of do that in a lot of the games, but okay.
Yeah, but like a lot of that's like.
I guess they didn't want to call it Lego Batman 4 or something like that.
Lego Batman 4
okay.
villains, like what? But I mean, well, yeah, a lot of Lego games have levels where you can play as the villains, but usually they're like 1 or 2 bonus levels. Like this is like apparently a whole story built around the villain perspective or whatever.
Still no Lego Last Jedi.
Nope. Like, I don't accept that that's not in production. There's no way in hell a Lego Last Jedi is not in production. But it'll
Or
probably be.
maybe, or what if the developers don't like the movie enough to adapt it?
Oh God.
Oh, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I like Last Jedi, and I would like to see it in the Lego form. I don't. I don't know why. Maybe
I mean,
maybe the developers got something against the movie.
how long after Force Awakens did Lego Force Awakens come out?
I mean, it was like up until the June of the next year.
Yeah, like was it December? Like the movie came out in December, and then
December, yeah, and
June?
the game came out like in June of the next year. Yeah,
But Incredibles 2 is already. I don't know. I mean, Last Jedi could be June again, but next June. But then that'd be in like a year and a half after the movie.
okay. I mean, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean it's fine. It's just I just don't know if they want to do that. You know, I mean, you don't want that Hobbit situation where they adapt like 2 movies and then not the third one. And the same thing with like these Lego games where like you're only going to adapt the first Star Wars, not this, not Jedi.
Or they could just hypothetically wait until episode 9.
Yeah, but I feel like if they were going to sit there and do a whole game around Force Awakens, they can sit there and do a whole game around Last Jedi.
That's an odd one. I don't know. Yes, we're gonna have to, I don't want to get that.
Oh, I was gonna say, it was kind of the same thing too with like Jurassic World. Like, there's a Lego Jurassic World game that did the first 3 movies and the new one, and now I got a new movie coming out, and I don't know.
Yeah,
if
right.
Gonna...
It's like they should have just waited until the whole franchise. That's good.
But yeah, it's like what's gonna happen with like Fallen Kingdom? Like, do they want to do a whole game around that movie, or I don't know, like. Because, like, well, the weird thing was, like, Lego Dimensions was their way out, where they could do smaller adaptations of movies, because, like, they would sell those big story packs that would, like, adapt a whole movie.
And look where that's got them.
Yeah, now they don't have that anymore. They don't have that platform where, like, they could have done, you know, Fallen Kingdom through that, like, just as one of those story packs, instead of devoting a whole game to it, you know? I don't think they
do, man. I mean, I don't think they're in the business of just. I mean, we talk about all the time, like, oh, like we should have done DLC for like the last Indiana Jones movie to put it on the game, but they didn't. They made they went through the trouble of making a whole nother game.
Yeah,
they're weird.
Yeah,
they've weird. Done this crap since 2008, so nothing's changed.
That's weird.
So, yeah, I don't know if I even want to question. Telltale's logic. Oh my god. Well, their logic and TT Games' logic. So, you know, God, developer names, man.
But we'll see. But yeah, but anyway, yeah, surprises. Like, I think there'll still be surprises. Those will be stuff.
I sure hope so. I want this E3 to be good, man. I mean, I'm hyped for it. It's more than a month away. Yeah, still in May, unfortunately. I'm pumped for E3. This should be an important E3. I mean, the last couple haven't been the greatest, so I want this E3 to come swinging. Show us the importance of E3 in the industry.
Yeah,
I want to see.
That's one of those things where a lot of developers are saying that now, and publishers are saying that now. Where like E3 is not the only platform anymore. That's why. Yeah. You know, E3 has been kind of smaller lately because like it's not just E3 now. Like you can do, you know, the Paris convention, you can do Gamescom, you can do. You know, PlayStation does their little event.
The experience, the little event.
Their little event. Their little PlayStation Experience event. So like,
it is a little now. Well, I don't know. I want to go. I don't know if the tickets have been sold yet. Have the tickets been sold for PlayStation Experience yet?
I don't know.
It's at Anaheim this year, I think. So I might go.
Oh, there you go.
If the tickets are still selling, I'm not looking this up right now.
But yeah. So it's just there's more outlets for this to where. You know, because it is the thing with E3. Like, if all these developers are announcing everything at once, all that news is going to get shuffled around and mixed up in different, like, gaming websites. Like, all that news at once, where, like, you know, some stuff might get lost in the shuffle. So it is one of those things where, like, you might want to wait and say, okay, we don't want to show this at E3 because it's going to get lost in all the other news. Let's wait till Gamescom. Let's wait till Paris Week. Let's wait till PlayStation Experience, you know, where we can kind of make sure what we're talking about is at the forefront of attention, you know?
Right. Still nothing on the new PlayStation Experience yet. I mean, it did just happen 4 months ago, but past 2 times it's been in California. So if it's in California, I'm going.
There you go. But one developer that will be at E3, they confirmed.
Who?
Remedy Entertainment, the guys who did and Quantum Break, said that they will reveal their new game at E3. Currently being codenamed Project 7. This game will be released, and this game will be released on PS4 and Xbox One, and it'll be published by 505 Games.
Good old 505.
Yeah. So Yeah, this is their first game since 2003 that's been released on the PlayStation platform.
Ooh, quite
Uh,
the Mark Stone game.
yeah, because Max Payne 2 was released on PS2 in 2003. So
The
yeah,
Fall of
so
Max Payne.
so this is cool to see Remedy do a PlayStation game again because I did go
Gee,
back.
I wonder why.
I wonder why. Because like I did go back and play Max Payne 1 and 2 before Max Payne 3 came out, and they were really good. I thought they really held up, even just playing on PS2. Um, and I didn't get to play the new games though, even though they did interest me, like Alan Wake and Quantum Break.
Still no Game Pass on Quantum Break.
No, which is really weird. I feel like it's going to eventually be on Game Pass, right?
I'm still wondering when Master Chief Collection is going to be on Game Pass. They said,
Yeah,
right?
I mean, all the first party stuff should be on Game Pass at some point.
But they said that Master Chief Collection is coming, and I needed Master Chief Collection in my life, but it's not here.
It's not here, man. Oh, that 100 gigs download though, man.
We're probably gonna play some PUBG while it downloads.
A lot of downloads. But yeah, this is neat, and we have no clue what this game's going to be. We just,
Ooh, what's that? I like the intrigue. We'll see. I'm sure they're taking some different design approaches since Quantum Break, but all right, I'm intrigued. Wonder where it's going to be shown though.
we'll see.
PlayStation, Xbox.
But and then what else? We got an update on another big game.
Oh,
for PlayStation.
Okay, what game?
Days Gone was featured in this new month's Game Informer.
Oh, yes, it was.
And there was a big, long interview with game director and all that, and they put out some good highlights from that interview of just random information from the game. A few little information about the game is that the word zombie is never used in the game.
No.
They are referred to as freakers in the game.
Freakers?
They're not zombies, they're freakers.
Crayers.
Cray. Crayers.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Listen.
But yeah. Yeah. It's one of those things where like, I wonder how many words can you come up with that's not zombie.
Walkers.
There's walkers. There's biters. There's what they got now? Fear the Walking Dead. Past. They're the past.
They're the past.
Yeah. There's one guy that calls them that.
God, like Fear the Walking Dead can't be any more stupid. Okay.
I'm trying to think of another one. There's clickers in Last of Us, but those are and aren't zombies too.
We just want to avoid the trope.
Yeah, they do, but like, you're gonna eventually run out of words.
You can make up more.
Make up more words.
All words are made up.
Yeah. But anyway, other details include that they say the game's not a bummer game; it's an awesome game. So basically don't expect some kind of like really sad, depressing tone or something.
Yeah, I'm sure Sony didn't want them to make that either, because like, gee, isn't another game kind of like that that's along the same themes?
Yeah.
Yeah. The game's a little bit more lighthearted, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be a little more lighthearted than that.
I don't know. The story trailer in the beginning kind of made it seem a little like dour. Look how far we come from the initial announcement, everybody.
Yeah. We'll see. And of course, you play as Deacon's the main character. He is the only playable character in the game.
Wait, his name is Deke?
Deacon. DEA.
Oh, Deacon. Okay, I thought it was Deke. I was like, what? Oh, Lord.
Yeah, he's the only playable character. He can swim, but doesn't in the game for narrative reasons.
I guess him and Ellie are related.
It's like, don't worry, guys. I can swim, but I won't.
Maybe he saw Jaws.
I saw Jaws as a kid and it messed me up, man. I just can't do it. There's zombie Jaws. Or freaker Jaws, whatever it's going to be called.
Yeah.
It says, no outfit customization.
Oh, okay.
The game is approximately 30 hours long on the Golden Path.
But, so is the game semi-open world or is it linear?
I don't think it's linear. I'm pretty sure it's open. I mean, there's a whole motorcycle, so I'm pretty sure you got to drive places with it. because they do go on to say that the bike can be lost and has to be found.
Mm-hmm.
The bike can break down and be repaired. Yeah, you can upgrade the motorcycle's paint job, exhaust, speed boost stuff. There'll be motorcycle chases. There'll be no sidecar from the motorcycle. And it says here, Days Gone does have fast travel.
Oh,
which...
no sidecars. I like PUBG.
Nope, no PUBG sidecars. Days Gone has fast travel, which of course implies open world traveling. The game will run at 30 frames per second, even on PS4 Pro. PS4 Pro will have, of course, enhancements, including checkerboard 4K. There'll be lots of collectibles. Oh, boy.
Okay.
Yeah, there's going to be a trophy, probably. There'll be different weather
Sounding like a game.
Yeah. There'll be different weather patterns in the game. There'll be no multiplayer. No things is I can't talk. Stats can be tracked, like how many freakers you've killed. You can keep playing the game after you've finished. You can use touchpad for menus in various ways. The game will be tough. You cannot do a 0-kill playthrough.
I don't know if people thought that with all that mowing down zombies, you'd be able to go through it Andrew Garfield style.
Be entirely stealthy and not kill anyone, unless maybe somebody was like, I don't want to kill humans. Maybe like I don't kill humans. So, but no, you gotta kill humans, I guess.
Yeah, you can't do it the Hacksaw Ridge way.
Yep. There'll be playable flashbacks. I'm just gonna. Oh, look! Here's one you're gonna like.
Okay. I mean, I'm already liking this game.
Yeah. No. Here's a note. You will learn the origin of the infection.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, that's cool. Gives us some context. All right. I can't believe they're already kind of throwing that out there, but yeah. I kind of didn't need to know that. But all right.
The game will not have a big showing at E3.
Oh, what? Well, it's already kind of getting a showing now, right? So it's like,
yeah.
It's whatever.
And then the game will release in early 2019.
So it's been pushed.
I mean, yeah, the not big showing at E3 is just kind of like, I mean, obviously Sony's going to focus on stuff that's coming soon, like, you know.
Yeah, but it's like, do we want a year 3 of Days Gone? You know?
Yeah.
It's like, God, like I don't like how many more hanging zombies or excuse me, what was it? Freakers? Can we have on the ceiling while gameplay is being shown? It's like it's fine.
But then they'll just switch out with clickers when they show Last of Us 2.
Yes, and they'll also be hanging down the ceiling while Neil is playing the game. Oh my God, dude. Can you believe that we'll see more Last of Us 2 gameplay? Fingers crossed at E3.
I mean, maybe.
And this is I'll like to know here the last bit of Last of Us 2 I'm going to watch or see. I'll do my best, like aside from all the ads or like YouTube videos and thumbnails. This is like that's going to be like after that gameplay demo.
Last of Us 2.
Oh my! They would have, dude. If the game's aiming for a 2020 release or a 2019 release, it's like they gotta right. Like Neil's got to come out there and be like, he doesn't even say anything. It's just Last of Us 2.
Well, yeah, so they did Last of Us 1, right? They didn't even say nothing. They just came on stage demo, and then when the demo was done, that was it. And the show was
yeah, and you dropped the controller or whatever.
It was like, but really, that's been Sony's approach the last 2 E3s was just show the game, like don't talk, right?
Yeah,
like,
but like I want, I do want this year's E3. I mean, a lot of people say 2020 release. I mean, do you believe Last of Us 2 comes out 2019 then?
I mean, could it be 2019? Could.
Yeah.
Could. I could see a late 2019 release.
Yes, late 2019. I mean, we're talking like maybe October before the Call of Duty craze and hypothetically, right? Or like, you know, the fall game craze, I think.
Yeah.
Or maybe it gets a summer release window, gets delayed to fall.
Yeah, maybe.
There you go.
There you go.
I would love Last of Us 2 E3. That would make E3. But we'll see. Naughty Dog is ready. But Naughty has been a little quiet as of late. So is Neil on Twitter. There's a reason for that. They're busy.
Working hard, meaning.
They are working hard on Last of Us Part 2. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm sure a lot of other people are too, but I'm even more.
But yeah. Anyway, One more question? Another question?
No, I mean it doesn't apply to any of us because we haven't played through God of War yet. So
Yeah, we haven't finished it.
he's got some burning questions about God of War, but this pertains to no. Actually, I'm just going to answer it right here for you. The game director claimed that there's going to be more of them, so don't worry.
There's going to be more. There's going to be more God of War.
There is going to be more God of War. Then credits just said God of War. Not Thanos. Kratos will return.
Kratos will return.
Will return.
We'll find the Infinity Gauntlet in the next one. That's all we can get.
Is Atreus a stone? Uh-oh.
Yeah.
No.
No, he has Infinity Stone in his axe. That's why he can do all the powers.
Oh, I thought Atreus was the one that he would have to... Oh, never mind. I'm not going to go any further.
But, yeah. Yeah, we ran out of mythology for God of War, so the next one's just going to be the MCU. That's mythology, right? It's the Marvel mythology.
It's mythology to a lot of people.
There you go.
I mean, like I said, people are learning about Thor in the Marvel comics. That's supposed to... I mean, the kids nowadays, how they know Thor from Marvel? They don't know it from, like, actual
mythology. They're sitting there playing God of War. They're sitting there playing God of War. It's like, Thor? What? Thor's in it's Avengers.
Yeah, that's a group sentence word. Oh, man. Life. Anyways.
We were at that 1 hour 16-minute mark. I think we can start wrapping this up.
We are good. I think we are good for this week. And goodness, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, with that, this has been the PSBS Plays Bullshit Podcast, episode 104. I'm your host, Coach T. Piz and Body Boys. Coach here is
Andrew Arenas, double is. Everybody enjoy the week. Certain schools and institutions, you made it through finals week. At least some of them. I mean, I know there's some that are out there that are like, I gotta go a couple more weeks. But if you are through it, then you're through it. Or if you graduated, good job. If you're a good person. And yeah, just everybody try and have a good week, stress-free week, and yeah, maybe play a game or two if you want. If you would.
If you want. If you feel like
if you feel like it. I mean,
feel so inclined.
Yeah. If you feel so inclined to play a game or just enjoy life or whatever. But yeah.
It's cool. But yeah. So thanks for listening, and hopefully we'll see you guys next week.